All right, Green Thumb Gardening family, I'd like to unleash back at you from right here at the Green Thumb Gardening channel, right here in Grow Zone 8B. And in this morning's video, as promised, we're bringing you guys back to show you how we go about adding soil to the containers that we have. We're currently growing our russet and baby red potatoes in. It's almost been a month since we began this grow experiment, and this is what our russets and our baby red potato plants are looking like at this point in our buckets. And we're currently growing these in GroTech GroBuckets. Take a look at this. Bam! Don't they look fantastic here in these 5-gallon buckets, Green Thumb Gardening family? As you can see, most of our plants are 8 to 10 inches tall here in these buckets. So indeed, it's time for us to add soil to our containers and bring our soil level up to about this far from the top of our plants here in our GroTech GroBuckets. And that means we're going to be removing all of the lower foliage on these plants in these buckets. We remove that lower foliage and only leave the growth here in the top on our plants, and we'll add soil up to about that far up in these buckets. And we're not going to bore you guys with the entire process of filling all 4 of these buckets up to the proper level with soil, but we'll start in this first bucket right here and show you how we go about removing that lower foliage on our plants. We're just going to take our fingernails and pinch that lower foliage off. So you guys can see it's a simple process. We're going to remove that lower foliage, and we're doing that to prevent any rot on our plants at the lower level along the stems. Again, we're growing these in GroTech GroBuckets, and it's a wicking type system here, these GroTech GroBuckets. So they wick water and nutrients up from the bottom of these buckets. We add those nutrients here in the top of these buckets here. These are level indicators that show us how much water or nutrients we do or don't have in these buckets. And as you guys can see, we don't have any water or any nutrients down in the bottom of our buckets right now. That's because our soil is good and moist down there. We don't need to add any water to these containers at this point. But again, this is simply what I'm doing here. I'm pitching off that lower foliage. We don't need that lower foliage. As again, our buckets will be filled up to just below the crown of this plant. So that's about that high right there. We're going around and removing this lower foliage from all of our plants. It's going to allow our plants to put that excess nutrients that it would be feeding the lower foliage on these plants into the top and upper portion of our plants here. That'll take a lot of the strain off of the root system. That'll also give our plants the ability to put more of their the nutrients that they intake from the roots back into the potatoes that we're currently growing in this bucket. Now at this point, honestly, we should be adding blood and bone to these potatoes before we actually raise the soil level in it, but we don't have any on hand, so we have a plan for that. We're going to get our blood and bone, we're going to dissolve it in water, add that those nutrients to our fill points here on all of our buckets, and our plants will still get those same nutrients in liquid form. At any rate, as you can see, we remove most of that lower foliage on all of these plants. We're going to come back and fill our buckets up to about that point on our plants. I'll place them back in our high tunnel greenhouse, and we'll bring you guys back in about a week. But hang tight. We're going to go ahead and fill this first bucket up to that level, and we'll bring you guys back and show you guys what it looks like at that point. All right, Green Thumb Gardening family, we're back. And this Green Thumb Gardening family, this is what our russet and our baby red potatoes are currently looking like in their GroTech GroBuckets, with the soil level raised up as high as we could really possibly raise it, being on the safe side with the plants that we currently have in these buckets and their height. But take a look at this Green Thumb Gardening family. Bam! Yeah, as you guys can see, we raised that soil level up about 4 to 6 inches in these buckets. Remove that bottom leaves, all the bottom foliage on these plants. And our baby reds and our russet potatoes are currently looking fantastic here at the Green Thumb Gardening channel here in our GroTech GroBuckets. We'll bring you guys back in about another week, maybe a week and a half, with our next update on our bucket potatoes. Thanks for watching. And if indeed you do currently find yourself watching this video on our russet and baby red potatoes that we're currently growing in GroTech GroBuckets, and you're not already subscribed to the Green Thumb Gardening channel, please indeed take this moment to press that subscribe button beneath this video, the like button, the notification button, and be sure, Green Thumb Gardening family, be sure to share this video with your friends and family as well. Thanks for watching.